Hello and welcome to KMTV, your roundup of what's going on in Kent on Thursday, July the 2nd. Day 4 of Operation Stack, and police have had to extend it even further because of the number of lorries. But with crashes on the M2, there were extra problems for motorists this morning. Jem Collins reports.
Yes, so while everything appears to be moving here on the M2 now, that wasn't the case earlier. After two separate collisions on both sides of the carriageway closed the motorway for a while, causing serious tailbacks. 4 vehicles were involved in a smash on the coastbound side of the carriageway between Sittingbourne and Faversham, and on the other side, 2 vehicles collided on the London-bound route between junctions 6 and 5. Now, for a time, that meant there was no motorway-bound route to the coast, as yesterday, police shut junctions 8 to 11 of the M20 due to ongoing disruptions at the port of Calais, meaning they had to park lorries. Now, there doesn't look to be any kind of resolution for that coming up soon, so Operation Stack and more disruption could be with us for a while longer.
After a health alert in Kent because of soaring temperatures, we've now got a weather warning for heavy rain. It reached 33 degrees in the county yesterday, but forecasters are predicting heavy downpours tomorrow. They've issued a yellow alert for thunderstorms, which could lead to some localised flooding overnight into Saturday. In other news, police are investigating reports a man tried to lure a young boy into his van whilst the child was playing in a park off Standgate Drive in Iwade. Prince Charles has visited the Sir John Moore Barracks in Folkestone as part of the celebrations marking 200 years of service by the Gurkhas to Britain. And an Ashford woman was left surprised after she found a handwritten note in her new book from the 50 Shades of Grey series. It warned her not to be fooled and said that Christian Grey's behaviour was abuse. Hundreds of bikers brought Maidstone traffic to a standstill yesterday, honouring the memory of a fellow enthusiast. Graham Stothard has more.
"95-year-old Audrey Boxall passed away in mid-June. She was loved by many. As she was a motorbike fanatic, her son asked the motorbike community on Facebook if anyone could help them say goodbye. 6,000 shares later, more than 150 bikers came out to do just that.
Yeah, I've had phone calls from bikers that I don't know, I've never met them. They're saying, you know, how sorry they are, how much they want to come and just pay their respects. You know, it's just unreal. Absolutely unreal. I never thought it would take off the way it has. It's such a restoration of your faith in human nature that there is that much goodness still out there.
Many who came to bid her farewell didn't even know her, but said it was the least they could do to honour an enthusiast.
They've called for some respect for the young lady who unfortunately passed away, and we're glad to turn up and show that respect.
She was a bike nut. And anyone that's interested in motorcycles, we're only too willing to help each other.
We like to wave good old bikers away. Yeah, you know, she was an enthusiast. She wasn't a biker herself, but she loved bikes, so why not give her a good send-off?
For her son, it was the perfect last goodbye.
Obviously, we miss her like hell, you know, always going to. But she's back with my dad. You know, Mum has missed him, you can tell. You know, so back there now.
And finally, reports a shark has been spotted off the coast of Kent have been trending on Twitter. Yesterday, swimmers reportedly saw a triangle-shaped fin in the sea off Herne Bay.
The beach, and all of a sudden we saw this triangular fin in the sea. To start with, we thought it might have been wood because it was floating, and you know you can get shaped like wood shaped like that. And then but we saw 2 balls earlier in the day floating this way, which is what way the sea's floating, so it was swimming in the opposite direction. And then I called my mum over, but I didn't want to shout shark in case it wasn't. I made a bit idiot of myself, but then as it was going along, it was like a Mexican wave, everyone standing up and pointing. People were getting out the sea a bit worried, and then it started splashing. I don't know if it caught like a fish or something for some food. And then kept swimming along down to Water Culver, and then we couldn't see it anymore.
There's more local news on KMFM, and you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, but that's it from KMTV.